Everything in the light get bright like heaven. 3 sevens. Yeah, and everything in the light get bright like heaven. 3 sevens. Yeah, and everything in the dark come to light. Get on my level. Think I'm finna stop going when I turn 27.
Check all his stuff out. Like, y'all just see where I went through the gear, but check all his stuff out. It's only growing. It's only getting better from here. We're gonna go through the last questions, but listen, this is first of many projects we're gonna work on together. Listen, he's out there. He's out in the field. He's doing it. He's actually practicing what he's preaching. A lot of people will tell you one thing, but not have nothing to show you on the back end. But you know, he's really doing it. So, man, shout out to you, Colt, man. Like,
No, appreciate it, my brother. No, thank you, bro. Shout out to you for having me,
really,
you know, on this platform, giving me this opportunity. You know, again, I remember everything, brother, and you know, this is some real, this is a real move right here.
Exactly. Well, let's knock out the rest of these questions.
No doubt.
For real. So, question number 8: what are 3 things that you have learned from the business side of the fitness industry?
Let's see, on the business side is, you know, you have to have systems in place. Just like with any other business, you have to have a system in place to have an online program, to have personal training programs on all levels of clients, because again, you're not going to have an ideal client. More times than not, there's going to be a multiple variety of different type of clients and problems that you're going to have to overcome. So having systems in place to take on those variety of problems. Again, you plug it in and work it through the system and solve people's problems from there. So that's been the biggest thing that I've learned that relates to business as well.
Okay, so if anybody's getting in the fitness industry, remember, research your system that you want, as far as for payments, as far as for tutorials, as far as for everything. Put a system in place, because with that system being in place, if you look at this, he has a system in place for online people and for people in person. Now, why? Somebody might be asking, so let me go ahead and answer that. Why is the price different? Because in person, he has to actually travel somewhere. He has to actually prepare separately. You could put a program out, and this 30-day program, he could say, I'm putting out in January. I'm not changing my program until June, because the business is built up. But in person, let's say a client is late. You got to there's a charge for that. Say the client has 50 questions, there's a charge for that. And so if it gets to the point where it's like, the 30-day online is $300, but the in-person is $500, just know that that's what it is. You're going to have to pay a little extra for that. And you have to remember, if he has specialized clients that he has to meet on a one-on-one, that's a completely different charge for. Well, that's why you have to pay for that, because he has some other time occupied somewhere. We only have 24 hours in the day. So understand
most
that.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I just love this, and I know that things are going to change, build, and I'm not going to feel bad when things change and when you put it to like wherever it gets to and however it goes, because there is no limit. So wherever it goes, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to be like, you know what? I seen this whole thing get built from the start of it to where it's at. So I'm going to be like, I've seen the whole thing build, and I've seen it grow from, okay, look, he changed his prices. Oh, dang, here's a special. Okay, back to he built it again. Okay, I see that. And you don't know what you're going to get with it as he built. You don't know. Like, there could be retreats in the future where, you pay for your 30 days, and next thing you know, you're sitting at a Miami Heat game for, you're at a Miami Heat game. And next thing you know, you're at a Miami Dolphins game. The next thing you know, you're at a Miami Marlins game. The next thing you know, you're at a steakhouse, and you're saying, wow, yes, I did pay $5,000, but it was, this was the retreat special. And, we did these workouts. There was breakfast, lunch, and dinner that was catered in. There were interviews that he had. There were special guest speakers that came in. So just know, as he builds his business and whatever comes with that, you don't know what you're going to get. So if there's a retreat special one day, or one day something like that comes about with his business, just know that if you're getting a whole bunch of value now, what kind of value you think you're going to get in the future? Just think about that for a second.
Yeah, no, and likewise, I appreciate that, because it's happening all around us. I see so many different entrepreneurs building from, like you said, from $1 a day to now, $1,000 a week in regards to what their program value is to someone. So even for yourself, there's a lot of value that you provide that's been free. So yeah. I know that once that price tag comes in, and when you tell people to go to the paid content, it's going to provide even more. So don't take what's given out there right now for granted, because again, it could be tenfold immediately for you.
Exactly. So you really got to think about that kind of stuff. Like I could before I get to the last two, I can even break something down. LeBron James pays $1 million a year for his body. People don't really realize he has a personal trainer, personal chef around the clock, all this stuff. And like I told one of my cousins, he was like, "You think that's worth it?" And I said, "Look at the results. He's an all-star every single year. He's multiple-time champion. He's the best in his sport for like 20 years. No one does that. And so that's proof that he's paying $1 million for his body." And so I said, yes, it's worth it, because if you're the best every year, then it was a good investment. If I can't look at another player and say, well, yes, they're better than LeBron, if I can't just say that for sure every night, then it was money well spent.
No, most definitely. And that's how you got to approach yourself too, is that you are, your biggest investment. I mean, it's all about you. At the end of the day, you got to start with yourself. Why short yourself? Do the research, take the action that's going to bring the most out of yourself. There's not a doubt in my mind that him being a billionaire now, that $1 million a year to make sure he's in top shape mentally, physically, and spiritually. I know the payoff is pretty well.
Tremendous, exactly. Yeah. So now we have question number 9.
All right.
What are 3 exercises that you recommend people do daily if they have no equipment? So we're talking, pandemic, how it goes. Some areas of the world are still restricted. You know how it is. Some people don't have no equipment. And you really hinted big on the calisthenics. So I know this will be right up your lane. So if you give people 3 exercises they could do daily, what would they be?
I'll actually give you one more. I actually call it the core 4. So with the core 4, mix it up: upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. So in this case, we're going to go push-ups, we're going to go with squats, we're going to go with pull-ups, and we're going to go with lunges. Those are the foundational workouts that they're all compound workouts. So you're going to be addressing every single muscle group within that in regards to a solid foundation. And you do that every single day, even if it's one set of 25 every morning to get your day started off. You're going to see the results real quick and see where it translates into other body weight movements and other exercises as well. Push-ups translating to bench press when you get back into the gym. Pull-ups translating to either overhead press or lat pull downs when you get back in there. Squats on the squat rack, of course, and then lunges when you're addressing leg extensions and any of the stationary machines that you prefer to be on. So the core 4 I would suggest every single day would be push-ups, squats, pull-ups, lunges.
There we go. We got a bonus. Just for having them on here, we got a bonus. So listen, no equipment. You don't have nothing. You say, "Oh, I can't get in shape." He just gave you 4 exercises you can do, no equipment, and you can start getting in shape. Like 4 for free. Look at the value he's giving you. Think about it. And this is the last question. If someone was to book a session with you, what should they look at getting out of the experience? Like feeling at the end of the program, what is the number one thing that you think that they're going to feel after they complete their program?
I mean, just know that you're going to get a full-on experience of what I feel has been the foundation of building the best version of myself. So I'm not going to hold back on the habits and routines that I needed to eliminate and that I needed to build to be who I am and what I feel can be passed on for someone else to really maximize and get the most value out of themselves.
There we go. So listen, make yourself better. Like, limits don't exist. It's all in your head. Like, one day somebody can hit 10 home runs in a game. I don't know what the record is. It's probably, I don't know, 5, something like that. Somebody could score 200 points in an NBA game. Might sound crazy until somebody does it, until somebody gets real hot and does it. Somebody scored 20 touchdowns in the game. It always sounds crazy until Tom Brady has, what, 7? We have 7, right?
Yeah, we have 7 now.
So since he has 7, see, it sounded crazy, but now he has 7. So if, let's just say he gets to 10, right? Who knows? But let's say he gets to 10. If he was to do that in NFL where playoffs, you got one game, you get kicked out, people now, the goal is 11, 12. You know, anything is possible. So stop thinking about limits. You know what I'm saying? Grew up a lot of years in the Antelope Valley. He's in Miami, killing it now. Miami, killing it, doing his thing. Like, all the way across the country. Like, if you look where California is, just look on a map. Just Google map of the United States. All the way across the country. Went out there, didn't have no family. And literally now he's out there doing his thing, handling his business all the way at a whole nother region, killing it, doing his thing. So when somebody tells you, oh, Milwaukee is far. Oh, Mexico, you know, the house is built out of clay. They just trying to just steer you away from it. Live your passion and your journey. If your journey is in Mexico, go there. If your journey is in Florida, go there. If your journey is in Georgia, go there. Like, go there and try.
Yeah. Just get out there. Regardless if it's success or failure, embrace it, because there is no such thing as failure. You're always learning from it, if you choose to, that is. So again, get out there, see life, experience it, regardless of what's going on right now in 2021. You know, just get out there and live it, and find yourself out there. That's where you're going to find it, by getting out of the norm, getting out of the house, getting out of your hometown, even if it's just on vacation. You know, really embrace that opportunity when you're out of town, when you're away from the kids, when you're away from the family, from your significant other. Enjoy that solidarity and find yourself, and you know, embrace it from there and start to show it to everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, at the end of the day, exactly. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And at the end of the day, one day we're going to be on South Beach, and, you know, we're going to be like, hey, you know, I'm going to be out there like, hey, where can we get the Lambos for the weekend? You're going to point me in the right direction. I'm like, hey, bro, let's do these Lambos for the weekend, have a good time. And there's, if you already, and that, why not? Like, why not work to the point to where you thinking like, let's just do this? That's where I want to be. That's the position I want to be in. So I want to thank you for getting on. I want to thank you for everything you providing to the world, how you elevated your mindset, the service that you're providing to the world. And we're just going to grow and get bigger from here. Is there anything you want to say leaving?
Man, I'd just like to say thank you for having me on here as well. Again, there's a lot that we covered during this time. This is a first for me. So just know that, you know, again, limits don't exist. Anything is possible. You just have to take it on. You have to be real with yourself. A lot of things I needed to address before making it here. And there's a lot more that I'm going to have to address afterwards, but I'm willing to take on that challenge. So again, find yourself, embrace it, and don't look back.
That's right. Hey, bro, appreciate everything you're doing. Keep it up. You're killing it. You're doing your thing. And we're just going to continue from here, bro. I'm going to be hitting you up and let you know when all the stuff's going to be coming out. So be on the lookout for that. And we're just going to grow from here, bro. So be on the lookout for future projects. We'll be having you on and stuff like that. You're an expert in your field. Don't ever let nobody tell you anything less than that, because I can tell, I can see it. You putting the work in, keep putting the work in, and you got it, bro. We're just going to move forward from here.
Nah, I appreciate it, my brother. Like I said, much love, man. Appreciate it.
All right. Take it easy, bro. I'm hitting you up.
All right.
All right.
Check, living my life with no regrets. Ain't tryna impress. We finish it less. No feeling, no silence. touching the sky. I fly over buildings. You searching with healing. The ground I'm tilling. I'm planting the seeds. I'm reaping the millions. Hard labor, yeah, I put in the work. They all